Soulful Nikkita, and welcome to another session of Girl Talk, Real Talk. I'm here with my beautiful friends.
Hi, I'm Debbie.
And I'm Jessica.
Okay, so today we're talking about how to get into dental school and stand out in your application. One of the biggest questions that undergraduate students ask when trying to pursue a professional degree is, how do I get in? So since we're dental students, we'd like to share our wisdom on how to get in, and this is basically our opinions based on our experiences. So it's not hard, cold facts, but yeah, we'd like to share and give you some wisdom. Let go! So one question that's commonly asked is, what inspired you to choose dentistry? So Jess, do you want to take it away?
Sure. Alright, so the reason why I wanted to do dentistry is because as a kid I used to love science, but I also really like doing more artistic things like interior design. My parents did not approve of interior design. Being the typical parents, they wanted me to do something medicine, like accounting, law, something like that. So we kind of made a little compromise there, and I decided to go into science. Not saying that I don't like what I do now, I really do love it, but I think dentistry really kind of had a calling for me because I really like things like form, function, aesthetics, and how things look in general, and I also like to make things, you know, like Legos and stuff as a kid and Play-Doh and all that stuff. So I think as a dentist, all of that stuff really comes in handy because you have to understand like the science behind it, but at the same time, you get to have fun and you get to, you know, like build teeth up and, you know, drill teeth away.
Wow, such a profound answer. Wow. Okay, you're following, Debbie.
Oh man, that's a hard one to follow.
I know, it's right.
So actually, I started off wanting to be a dancer, and then an actress, and then a TV broadcaster, and then a dermatologist. But I've always been interested in the healthcare field. And in high school, I did a program where I got to shadow a dentist. And growing up, I didn't go to the dentist very often because my family didn't have the money for it. But after shadowing the dentist, I learned more about what they do, like what dentistry is all about. And I was like, oh wow, this is really cool. Like it involves healthcare, but it also involves working with my hands, which I love to do, and seeing the fruit of my work immediately. Unlike in medicine, you kind of have to like prescribe medicine and, you know, pray that it works. But but yeah, dentistry is just very rewarding because I get to interact with patients.
Another big question is, what was our journey getting into dental school?
So for me, I went straight from undergrad into dental school. So
Sorry, I dropped it.
So I did not take any time off. I just had the summer off before starting dental.
How about you, Jess?
Well, for me, my journey, I actually took a gap year between my undergrad and coming to dental school. I did it because I just felt like I was getting really burned out from undergrad, and so I needed to take some time off, find myself. I worked at a research company, which was a really good experience. Taught me how to work with, you know, higher ups and that kind of thing, stuff that you don't really get to learn in undergrad as much. And I also worked in like the customer service industry, so I worked at Macy's for a couple of months, like during the holidays.
This is why she's good at dealing with patients. Da-da-dum. Okay, this question. Everybody's talking about it. It's a hot topic. Grades. How important are grades?
In my opinion, I always think the higher your grades, the more competitive you're going to be. It helps you stand out in a good way. So
yeah, not to be discouraging, but you do have to do well in undergrad. It's important that they can see that you can handle the course load that's in dental school. Not that the material in dental school is necessarily a lot harder, but there's just so much coming at you at once.
The next hot topic is DATs. How important are DATs? The scores that you score in DATs. I mean, right now they say, you know, about like 19 to 20. The higher the better, just with grades. The higher the better, you'd be more competitive. But if you're scoring below like 2019, you know, maybe it would be a good thing to do the DAT again and try to be in that competitive standard with everybody else.
Yes. And don't discount the PAT because a lot of people, there's no actual class for it that you ever take, you know, and so people oftentimes think it's not very important. But someone at our school told us that it's like the best indicator for how successful a dental student will be later on. Just because it's like visual, like spatial imagery or whatever, like spatial awareness or something. So it's very helpful. So don't just throw that to the side. Study it.
There's a lot of
Work hard.
resources.
What resources did we all use?
The AT Destroyer, that's a really good book.
Chad's videos.
Oh yeah,
Kaplan.
Shout out to Chad.
this is my favorite. Extracurricular activities and what you should do in preparation to helping you stand out in your application. So one thing that's really good is volunteering. Dental schools want to see that you're not all about academics, but you can be a well-rounded person and also give back to the community.
It's also shadowing experience. You can do this at a dental school. You can also do it with the dentist at the private office, which is what I did. And it's just good. It kind of like gives you the chance to see what it's going to be like when you actually get out into the working world.
I would say take advantage of like summer enrichment programs. A lot of schools offer what they call the impressions program, where you get to come into a dental school for a day and kind of shadow the students, get to do like mock interviews, take impressions. So just kind of do some research on different programs that are out there.
Well said, ladies. I feel so hot.
It's
Burning me.
It's getting
Hot in here. One thing I would like to know from both of you ladies is, what's your most rewarding experience about dental school?
For me, it's the whole experience of getting to meet new people. Like, we become like a family in dental school. Your class, for 4 years we're all in the same class. I mean, I guess that could kind of be annoying at times.
Better for worse,
but you do like gain some really great friendships, and it's just nice to be able to have friends who can go along this journey with you. It's a very difficult journey. It can be hard and draining, and just having these girls and other classmates who you can just count on and depend on, it's really awesome. Just having like that community and having people who know what you're going through, go through it from the beginning to end with you. So that's pretty
We
good.
came together and we're leaving together.
Fingers crossed. I'm just kidding.
One more year!
One more year!
The most rewarding experience is getting to work with patients, because we've been in clinics so far working with real people for a year now, and so there are some patients that we've been seeing for a year, so we kind of follow them through the entire 12 months, and it's just nice to see like the relationship with them grow more, because you get more relaxed with them. It's really rewarding too when you have a patient who used to be terrified of the dentist, and then through coming to the dental school they become more relaxed and they actually look forward to appointments.
Now that we've talked about the rewards, what are, give me one challenge that you've experienced in dental school?
One challenge?
Well, I can name like 100, but I would say for me, it would be since entering clinic, there's just so many things that you have to do. You get assigned so many patients, and you want to be vigilant or diligent on each patient and give each patient the attention that they deserve. But with each patient comes responsibilities and lab work, and you have to be up to date with everything dealing with that patient. And so you find that there's not enough hours in the day. If I were to petition for something, I would petition to have an extra day of the week. So instead of a 7-day week, I'll have an 8-day week and have a 3-day weekend. I need to because we need extra 24 hours as dental students.
48 hour days.
Yeah. So that's my challenge, is just trying to balance everything all at once without running mad.
Yeah. I have that problem too. I think that's one of the biggest challenges that I've had this year. It's kind of making enough time to take care of yourself too.
Yeah.
Because when you're taking care of 40 other people, you kind of tend to lose track of taking care of yourself sometimes.
Challenging not to be able to go home often and see family and friends. So that's been
Because we're all away from home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Far away from home. But I got my sisters.
Thank you.
Gets me through. But on the real, having these girls around, just makes dental school that much easier. Okay, next question. We'd like to offer you a few pieces of advice. The first piece would be before you get into dental school. What would your advice be, girls?
Oh, I would say make sure that you really want to do this, because it's a lot of sweat and tears and blood.
Literally,
For all three.
I'm always
not
bleeding.
joking.
And I'm always sweating, crying.
Right. Hey, why did you point to me?
Hey,
I don't cry though, so it's,
Yeah, but make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons, because like make sure you're doing it because you really like dentistry and not, you know, because it makes a lot of money or whatever. Because you're going to be spending the next 4 years doing very hard work and the rest of your life doing it, and so just make sure that it's something that you actually like, because it would suck to devote this much time and
effort.
Yeah, not like it. And
what advice would you give people who are in dental school already? I would say one thing that helped me was trying to find a good support system, and there's someone off camera who's also, you know, my girl. Yeah. Finding a good support system, because without the support system, dental school can be like really tough, like really tough. You get beaten up, like not physically, but I mean with mentally. The workload, the workload and mentally, like you get really beaten up, and you know, sometimes you feel like, you know, I'm done, I just want to stop right here, but then you've got friends who are like, no, nah, rewind, okay, get your head in the game, focus.
And stay true to yourself. Remember who you are. You know, the whole process, it can be very easy to lose yourself in the midst of studying and being stressed out. For me personally, like I'm really involved in church, so I make sure that I, you know, try to take the time to go to church every Sunday and like have a community there, as well as meeting with my classmates.
Don't forget the people who supported you before getting into dental school. Your parents, your siblings, your other friends outside of dental school. Just don't forget your humble beginnings. Yeah, and be silly, like take time to relax, enjoy, and
film videos like this.
Yeah, I don't even know where we're finding the time, but somehow we're slotting it into our busy schedule. But this is another thing I'm passionate about, making videos, and so you know, I get my friends to do it because I'm a persuader. But they really love it. They really love it. Okay, anyways, if you want any more tips on what it's like being a first year, second year, third or fourth year dental student, leave it in the comment section below. If you want to see more videos, if we get a lot of likes, and what was that?
A bird.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Straight in my face, I was like, please.
That was so
like,
nice.